Welcome to Blinded by the Item, juicy bits of gossip with the names left out. I'm Don McClain. That's Bradley Traynor.
Hey.
That's Mike Ganger.
Hello.
And this is a game show where he gives us blind items, Mike that is, about celebrities, and Bradley and I try to guess who it is. So thank you so much. If you've never watched our channel before, stick around because there's some great stuff coming up and some kind of nasty stuff that's happened, but big news.
A lot of that.
So much news in the world today that is blind item appropriate. So lucky you.
And unfortunately, in the world of showbiz, so much of it is nasty.
Womp,
So we'll try to do our best. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell as well, and leave a comment. Speaking of comments, just wanted to give a shout out. I saw the message. I heard the message. I apologize. The blind item yesterday once again referred to Bad Bunny as foreign born. Obviously born in Puerto Rico, and I apologize, and I'll try to catch that next time. So just wanted to get that out of the way, because again, saw the comments, and it's heard.
I mean, clearly you know that he just misspoke because it was written that way by a blind. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the whole point of it was that people were, there's this whole fight between like, is it American or not? You know, so clearly we know that.
Exactly. The blind itself was insulting Jake Paul for going that route. Yeah. So again, just want to get that out of the way. Let's get it started here with a blind item today. Like this one. This foreign-born A-list TV and movie actor has always tried to keep his private life private, but he's doubling down on that now, considering his fiance's family has a long history with several people mentioned in the files.
Ooh.
This foreign-born A-list TV and movie actor has always tried to keep his private life private, but he is doubling down on that now, as his fiance's family has a long history and several people mentioned in the files.
His fiance's family. That sounds so ominous. I'm assuming the files we could knock out, right?
You can knock out the files.
Not the Rockford files.
The Rockford files, which actually is coming back. And who was just cast? I swear that's a thing,
You're right?
It
is.
Rockford files. Who's getting?
And I remember seeing the casting news as well. And who was it?
It is Alan. Oh,
Alan
David
Cumming.
Boreanaz.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Angel.
But they spelled it wrong, because isn't it Boreanaz? No,
Yeah.
they spelled it Boreanaz. I don't think that's right.
Boreanaz.
Oh, it is AZ. For some reason, I thought it was ended with Z. There was no A. Anyway, I mean, it does end with Z, but nonetheless, we're not talking about him.
Well. No, we're not.
Yeah, Bones, Angel.
Yeah.
Angel Bones.
Angel Bones. Again, we've got a foreign-born A-list TV and movie actor.
Okay, so back to, and his fiance's family's in the files.
Apparently, his fiance's family is tied to.
So very rich family. Or no?
Presumably, I honestly don't know the family.
Okay,
I don't think you guys. Will
so,
either.
let's not go down that road.
Don't go down that road.
So it's not Andrew.
It's not.
No. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We will get there. Don't you worry.
Oh gosh.
Foreign-born A-list TV and movie actor.
Is he a Brit?
He is a Brit.
A British.
He likes to keep his private life private, and now he is doubling down on that.
Uh-oh. What?
Smelling something.
Smelling something.
What are you smelling? Yeah. Are your spidey senses tingling?
No, do you think I'm actually smelling something?
No,
I smell a fart.
No.
It shouldn't be your spidey senses.
Okay, so it's not Tom Holland.
No, that's not where my spidey senses were going. But is this someone, because I think the key here is
Keep going.
somebody who likes privacy
Somebody who likes privacy, yes.
and was previously private in a different relationship?
He's always been pretty private in all his relationships.
But was the previous relationship really big?
No.
Okay, so it's not Joe Alwyn.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like, it'd be a little early for him to have a fiancé anyway, right?
Well.
Because he's dating, but
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I don't think they're engaged. Okay, sorry, Dawn.
No.
do you
Don't say sorry. Nothing. No. Okay.
What was that look for, Mike?
That's for me to know and for you to figure
Oh, wait.
out.
I want to look at your look again.
Okay, let me give you.
Because I was looking down.
Okay.
By the way,
recreate it.
be sure to head over to our YouTube channel so you can see my look as well. I said, and I'll do it vocally as well so everyone can play along. It wouldn't be his spidey senses.
Oh.
Okay. So it's some sort of superhero sense.
Someone in Marvel.
No.
Oh, not his Spidey senses, but his snake senses. Anaconda.
Anaconda don't want no.
Linda, you got fun, son. Okay. His Spidey, Paul Mescal? No, all right.
Henry? Oh, Superman!
Himself,
Henry Cavill, man. You know better. Henry Higgins.
The former Superman, Henry Cavill, according to the blind item.
What?
He's always tried to keep his private life private, but he's doubling down on that now because he's got a lot of big projects in the works, and his fiance's family has a long history of several people mentioned in the files. He is engaged to and actually shares a child with Natalie Viscuso. And I guess there have been long rumors in the blind item universe about the Viscuso family and Natalie herself and where things are as it pertains to some of that nastiness that's happening in the world right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
You can do the Reddit searches yourself. Again, I'm just
okay. Yeah, no, we will for sure. I was just doing a cursory Google search of the news tab, but there doesn't seem to be anything that people are willing to call out in public.
Right. That's
So
why it's a blind.
It's almost like they're actively trying to keep her name out of headlines when we normally see publicationships so out and talked about and proudly given to us. But no, not when it comes to Henry Cavill and his very private personal life.
She was apparently on MTV's My Super Sweet 16.
And yep.
Wow.
Which we found out.
That's an arc.
Do you know who else was on My Super Sweet 16?
No.
From the Academy Award nominee, Tiana Taylor.
Really?
And that is when we figured, she was on MTV Super Sweet 16. So then initially everyone that saw that was like, so what's her family's background? Because again, the concept of that show is these super insanely rich families are throwing these elaborate, unbelievable Sweet 16s, and the 16-year-old daughters are like, no, I need to have this, and this, and if this isn't there, I don't want it.
Yeah. They don't want ponies anymore.
And guess what we found out?
They got a pony.
Most of them were completely staged.
Oh.
Tiana Taylor's family was not super
But they're just promoting them for something.
She was just signed as a musical artist because she was discovered, I don't remember by who, but she was discovered as a musical artist and was working with MTV, doing some dancing, doing some other things. And
next thing you'll tell me when House Hunters shows you 3 homes.
Oh, my goodness.
The family
one
hasn't
that's
already
empty
picked
is the one.
yes, correct.
Yeah. Or that when, not Pawn Stars. What's the one I used to be obsessed with where they go to
American Pickers?
No, the Storage Wars.
Storage Wars, yes.
It's like they'll buy it and they're like, I don't know what's in there. And you're like, look, we know it's all staged. You knew what you were getting. But I still will watch. I don't care.
This person's entire storage locker was just dirty old rags and a couple of magazines. And then they had this idol lost from the Egyptian king of whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what? How did
Just wait. I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
Magazines and dirty old rags.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I would be running light a match in that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't find that treasure inside. I'd be like, nope, close it up.
Yep.
I guess that's the move. You hide it behind all that.
That's true.
No one's ever going to suspect it.
No one will know.
Let's do another blind item here. Unfortunately, we're going to make a return trip back to some blinds regarding those files, but we're going to take a break from them because actually there's a lot today.
Yeah.
Let's go with this one instead. The owner of this magazine from across the pond usually never gets involved with design decisions until the most recent feature on this A-list music producer. His frequent collaborator can be a little touchy with using her name in his promotion, and he was against the way the cover was going to look, but the owner made that final call. So the owner of a magazine from across the pond usually never gets involved in design decisions until the most recent feature on an A-list music producer. That producer's frequent collaborator can get a little touchy on using her name for his promotion, and he was against the way the cover looked, but the owner made the final call. So we've got a magazine from across the pond. An owner of said magazine.
Okay.
They did a feature on an A-list music producer who has a frequent collaborator who can get a little touchy on the use of her name.
So, okay.
Oh, meaning you've like sorted the blind, or you have thoughts?
No. I just thought that
There's a lot going
we
on.
were talking about like is the music producer a man?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're talking about there's a woman that's very famous that he collaborates with, and she might be kind of stinky about her name getting used. That's not Taylor Swift, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
So obviously the frequent A-list music producer
is Jack Antonoff.
So now you still have one more piece of the puzzle to find out, and that is who the owner of this magazine from across the pond is. I will give you some more details on
Tatler?
her. Don't
Tatler
worry.
is the only one I can think of.
No. She is somebody who also has been connected to Taylor Swift, which is why this blind item exists. Apparently, let me read it again. The owner of this magazine from across the pond usually never gets involved in design decisions, but the most recent feature on Jack Antonoff was the exception. He obviously frequently collaborates with Taylor Swift. She can get a little touchy about the use of her name in his promotion, and he was against the way the cover looked, but the owner of the magazine made that final call. So he was in an magazine. The cover of, I'll tell you the magazine because that's not going to give away the owner. It's called ID Magazine.
Oh, okay.
You guys know ID Magazine?
No, I was thinking it was going to be like British Vogue or something.
No,
but okay.
But it's kind of, it's similar. This ID Magazine is very much pop culture and showbiz and modeling and singing and entertainment.
So who's the owner?
Who's the owner? Somebody tied
to Epstein?
No, to Taylor Swift.
Oh, God.
Because again, she was apparently the one who made the call.
Carly Kloss.
You nailed it.
What?
Yep. According to the blind items, Carly Kloss is the owner of ID Magazine, and
welcome.
Usually she doesn't get involved with design decisions until this most recent one, which maybe is because it hits a little close to home with Jack Antonoff. Okay. His frequent collaborator, Taylor Swift, can get a little touchy about using her name in his promotion, and he was against the way the cover looked. But Carly made the final decision. The magazine didn't explicitly say anything about Taylor until you got into the article. Mm-hmm. But if you go ahead and Google it, it absolutely uses the exact same color scheme as The Life of a Showgirl. Oh. Famously, the album that Jack Antonoff did not work with Taylor Swift
orange, specifically.
Orange and teal.
Teal.
Yeah.
Greenish. Okay, well.
So
I didn't know that she had in charge of ID Magazine.
Yeah, she bought it like 3 years ago or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know this magazine. It looks, interesting. I wonder if it's an actual like newsstand magazine or if it's just digital.
Tell us, British people in our comments.
Yes, British people, do you pick up copies of ID Magazine?
Well, when you click on it, it doesn't show the actual cover
at the
until you
newsstand.
get a little bit later on there. But yeah, that cover's there and you can see
Jack Antonoff. He's doing all sorts of cute poses in a chair.
Mm-hmm. Then you screw down a little bit, you'll see the cover that is using that orange and teal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very Life of a Showgirl coded.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And Carly, again, if you don't know her history with Taylor Swift, check it out.
Google it. Or Reddit it or whatever.
I'm not here to educate you on that, but you can do your own research on that. You guys ready to keep rolling on?
Yeah,
obviously.
Sure. Okay, let's go back to gross stuff.
Fun.
Supermodel Carly Kloss, of course. Speaking of models, it's like the week of lying for models. First, it's the foreign-born former A-lister continuing to make up stories and deflect every day about her involvement in the files. And now the permanent A-list one has fired a staffer who convinced her to be a part of a recent documentary, even though it was that A-lister's own idea. So we've got a couple of models here. A foreign-born former A-list model who continues to make up stories and deflect every day about her involvement in the particular scandal of the moment. And then there's this other permanent A-list one who has fired a staffer who convinced her to be a part of a recent documentary, even though it was her idea. Ooh. Not difficult, but
yeah, I think that last part has to be Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Because what? Oof! I need to watch that.
And the first, yeah.
I watched the show religiously.
Are we referring back to someone who we brought up in the blinds earlier this week? So it's Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks, two people reference in this blind item. You mentioned it. It's like the week of lying supermodels, but according to it, Naomi Campbell continues to deflect and make up stories about her involvement in the whole Epstein situation. And this other permanent A-lister, Tyra Banks, has apparently fired a staffer who talked her into being a part of the recent documentary on Netflix, even though it was actually Tyra's idea.
Wow.
Hot ice cream.
Yeah.
That's how that turned out.
Yeah.
That's her ice cream brand.
Yeah.
So neither of you have dove into the new Netflix documentary
I haven't.
No.
But I'm interested because there's a particular gross story about that I remember watching about a girl when they were in Italy. One of the model contestants got really, had a lot to drink and camera crew filming and everything. And there was an assault that happened. And then remembering that she's like, oh, I must have cheated on my boyfriend. So she called her boyfriend and said, I cheated on you. But it's like, or
you were sexually assaulted
and not, you don't even remember it. It's back in the 90s.
And the pushback, I think, from Tyra, I don't remember if this was speculation or if this was actual words out of Tyra, because I apologize. It's been a while it's probably been a few days since I read that story. Is that it was like the models were told at the time. I don't think it was a contemporary, or I should say, I think it was a contemporary story at the time, wherein she said that the show told her, well, you agreed to have everything videotaped, so whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And that sounds like such a 90s.
It is. Like, you should have kicked them out.
You guys ready for your minds to be blown?
Yeah.
This wasn't the 90s.
What? 2000s?
2003 is when it got started. So really, it's even more recent and horrific.
But again, putting the blame on the victim, and that means that they were aware of, she didn't know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they were filming. Because she, there was a shower situation and like the camera crew, like no one was there to protect this girl. And I just it's just so cringy looking back.
What's the name of the Netflix show?
Reality Check, America's Next Top Model. I think this is in the same vein, because I think this is the same one that they did with The Biggest Loser, where it was like, hey, let's look back at this show that we all watched and were obsessed with in the 2000s.
Let's find out how it was actually horrible.
Realize how horrific it was. The crazy part about this is, and again, maybe this is why she's regretting being a part of it, Tyra Banks claims she's bringing it back. Like, she's made it clear, like she has an intention to bring back a version of America's Next Top Model. But would anyone watch it?
I don't think anyone should pick it up.
No.
Like, you might want to make it, but what network would agree?
Well, it also, the premise, I just don't know that ages, and how do you change the premise without completely restructuring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
because it was
can't treat people the way, you can't yell at people on camera and be mean to people in a way that, they would have been able to do in the early 2000s, sadly.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, meaning that it was sad that they did that, not that you can't do it.
It was like, you want to make it in the modeling industry, you're going to have to put up with all this. So it was like, let me teach you how to be prepared for how awful you're going to be treated. And it's just like, looking back, it's just sad. It's sad.
And if you didn't take it, you heard things like this.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Oh my gosh, how dare you? Yeah.
How dare you? So there you go. We'll have to see what comes of this. But again, I just, heard nothing but amazing in the most cringy way possible things about this documentary.
There are so many of those documentaries that I hope to watch at some point, but like my brain right now doesn't want to go, because I think of all the ones that have come out that I want to see, and I just am like, when I'm sitting on my couch cross-stitching, I don't want to go there. I want imaginary mystery shows and YouTube cooking videos.
Well, that was the second
blind item.
That was the second half of the blind. The first one was referring to, once again, continuing the conversation around who may or may not be involved with these Epstein files. One thing I will say is one of our blind item sources we go to, Crazy Days and Nights, an NT lawyer, definitely taking victory laps today, because this is a source that has been saying for years and talking about for years the involvement of Prince Andrew, Prince Nasty, and how it pertained to Epstein and Epstein Island and all those things. So, you guys want to break the news?
Oh my gosh, you guys! Andrew's been arrested. Oh my gosh, on his birthday.
So we woke up this morning to some news that I must say excited us, because we have talked about this story for a very long time, that Prince Andrew on his 66th birthday was arrested. The first time, and Dawn, you know this, a member of the royal family has been arrested since
1647.
And coincidentally, do you know who was arrested?
It was Charles I.
And who's currently on the throne?
King Charles III.
Wow.
Exactly. So kind of a coinky-dink. I will say Anne did get a fine for her dogs attacking some boys in Windsor Park back in the day. So this is not the family's first run-in with crime, but this is the first time that the police have actually put the cuffs on someone, although we don't know that for sure. But man,
this is huge.
Huge. And it is nice to see justice actually being meted out to the people implicated in those files on not just gossip, because I will say the one thing about the blinds is that they didn't just cover the sexual assault angle, which is something like we obviously have talked about for years, but they did also talk about the business side of things, meaning that Andrew was probably, getting his fingers, that was not the analogy I wanted, into some business dealings in his role as the trade envoy. So it's like, it wasn't just the creepy, gross stuff we all knew about. This was, a very layered, problematic person.
But whenever you look at what he was getting from Epstein and what is giving him information about, like, hey, this is something to invest in, inside information, it's double gross. It's like another bad analogy. You just can't do analogies with this one. But you're going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for you. Like, there was always a constant Sarah Ferguson has ended up being the most pathetic. Like, if you read all those emails, groveling, embarrassing, secondhand
Notice there's been no statement from her today.
Yeah.
I think she's just trying to save her own neck.
Well, the rumor I've seen is that she's in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. But, who knows where she actually is. I did note it yesterday. She also pulled out of 6 companies that she had been registered for herself. Different businesses, most of which were not actually doing anything, which is kind of suspicious. But she removed herself as the director and shut down those companies. Yeah. And it's like, because you probably, people are going to start looking at all that stuff you were doing
man,
with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, it's a lot. And, we on... here at MyTalk,
that's the radio station we're on.
Yes. So if you're just watching our YouTube channel, our radio station, Bradley and I do this show together, and we are into royal family stuff. I'll just say that. Yeah.
Well, it's literally everything we talk about on Blinds. We're into gossip, we're into blind items, and the royal family. So you put those 3 things together, this story is fire, as the kids don't say.
No, definitely not. Let's keep it rolling on with what is turning into be a very dark blinded by the item, but it is what it is, because this is what's happening. This is what's in the blinds, including this next one. Cheating rumors, pizza dates, fashion lines, and record deals. And that was all just in the last 3 days. But sure, the reality family has nothing to hide in the middle of all this controversy. Nope, nothing at all.
Okay.
Cheating rumors, pizza dates, fashion lines, and record deals. That's all just in the last few days. But sure, this reality family has nothing to hide in the middle of all the controversy. Nope, nothing at all.
Oh, big distractions. I see.
I think we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But let's
explore this.
Let's explore one piece of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Literally a slice, if you will.
A slice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this story?
Yeah. Kylie and Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. For those catching up, these are the Kardashians. That would be the reality family. No, you're fine. Yeah. And let's go to the pizza date.
So Kardashians, we'll get to the rest of this, but the story of the two of them going to a pizza restaurant, shutting the pizza restaurant down, although it was still operating because they would bring the pizza that other people had ordered to the door and hand it to them through the door.
Like, what's going on?
But then also, there must have been a door open wide enough that they could take photos of them eating pizza together. I mean, this whole thing was so just disturbingly staged. Not even disturbingly, just so boringly staged that, they have to think we're complete idiots. They do.
I mean, if you don't think that people are actually going to take pictures of them, if they do go out to a real restaurant and eat real pizza with other people, I'm sure that, hey, I don't know. It's just like you don't have to stage something. They're big enough to where viral videos will happen immediately.
Yeah. Also, let's just think about this. We have to close down the pizza restaurant because we want our private pizza moment. Okay. Wouldn't you if you wanted a private pizza moment? It wasn't like this was private pizza moment on a yacht, private pizza moment in one of the most beautiful restaurants. It was just like a pizza place, right? Or a restaurant. I don't even know.
And the pictures were from outside. So this was like a fishbowl situation. Like you're sitting there having your pizza and there was a lineup of people either waiting for their pizza or they're just running down the street saying, oh, why are there so many camera crews out there? Oh my goodness, it's Timothy and Kylie. And they're just sitting there looking through.
Because if you wanted a private pizza moment, I don't know, you would have done what I do.
Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Hey, Pizza Hut, Domino's,
Johnny's. What?
Domino's. No, what was I going to say? Papa John's?
Papa John's?
Papa John's.
Okay. What's going on with us?
Papa
I'm just saying, like, you would do Papa John's. That's
Papa
Mama John's.
If you want to sponsor this Blinded by the Item segment, we'd love you to, because we just, on one of our segments called Food Porn Friday, we tried your deep dish cheesy.
It's a pan pizza.
Pan pizza. I don't like to say those words.
Dawn doesn't like deep dish, but
I did like that.
Anyway, the moral of the story is you would just order pizza.
Yeah.
You don't need to shut a pizza restaurant down to get a slice if you're trying to be private.
Yeah.
You're not trying to be private. You just want to keep all the riffraff out so you can get your photos.
Oh my gosh.
So we see you, but now let's talk about the blind, what they're saying.
And keep in mind, that could be pertaining to all this other stuff. Or it could be the fact, don't forget, late last week, where did we see Timmy? Leaving a hotel with French
another woman.
Actress.
That's right.
This was at his...
and he was hiding.
Exactly.
But he was like, no, he wasn't hiding. He was just in the same room.
He stopped in his tracks.
We knew this paparazzi stroll was coming at some point. We finally got the payoff last night or a couple nights ago. But then, we heard yesterday that Northwest was going to be launching a fashion line called Nor 11 or Nor 11. I don't know, whichever. Yeah. And then we just found out today that Northwest has also signed a record deal with the same record company that Mariah Carey works with.
Oh, look at that.
So,
again, as the blind states, cheating rumors, pizza dates, fashion lines, and record deals, all in just the last few days. But I'm sure the Kardashians have nothing to hide with all of the recent scandals.
I will say, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
They have talked about that before in the blinds, that there's some kind of connection. Certainly not beyond the realm of possibility when you have the ultra rich involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they all seem to be friends with one another.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that we've seen any like smoking guns.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Kardashians.
It's not too dissimilar from like the Diddy situation either, where obviously they were at a lot of these same parties and doing a lot of these things. It didn't necessarily mean they were at the after party to
or
the
assaulting
party
people,
or assaulting people, you know. So again,
but that doesn't mean you still, to the blind's point, that you still wouldn't be distracting, even if you just knew you were like pals or in like the same neighborhood. You don't want those stories coming out. So the best way to do that in the world of publicity is like, hey, look over here, I'm on fire.
Plus,
right
my
now,
love of pizza and Kylie.
Plus, and then the way that was written again as a TMZ article, and oh my gosh, it was just so poorly AI written. It was hilarious.
I know they have all those people in that office.
There's a bunch of pizza puns and all this other stuff, and I'm just, this is stupid.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, if this is the case, I think somebody was talking about this not too long ago. Somebody that was very close with a member of their Kardashian family. Somebody we talked about yesterday.
Oh.
Ray J.
Oh, yes.
We do have a follow-up because yesterday we brought up this story and it brought out feels from a lot of people that Ray J, who has said in interviews his heart is working at 25% its capacity. He doesn't think he'll make it past 2027. And when he was recently performing on stage, he had blood coming out of one of his eyes. Well, according to a photographer, again, this is the claim the photographer is making and Entertainment Weekly is running with it. Ray J, quote, applied fake blood to his eye and a heart monitor putting on his chest before performing live, according to a photographer.
Oh,
he says he could see him actually putting makeup on his eye before he did this moment where he went out and handed flowers to everybody. If you didn't see the video, he was wearing these big sunglasses. And as he was reaching down, thanking people for being there and handing out flowers to them, blood started trickling down his right eye.
I'm sorry, but if that happens, I don't care where I am, I'm probably going to go to urgent care just on the off chance.
yeah.
Right? Like, that's not normal.
No.
If I had a bloody nose, things happen. But blood out of my eyes?
The blind item was saying that this is Ray J's most recent just opportunity and plea to...
Blind item.
To try to get some publicity, try to grift, I think is what the blind said. The photographer, who's been identified as Tommy Nard II, says,
Hello.
I love that name.
He says he loves the camera, he loves the attention, and, quote, anybody who knows him knows it's all theatrical.
Oh, man.
So
that's for people who are really going through medical tragedies and scares. It's really disrespectful. And I would say, if you're going to fake something, research it. Number one. Number two, don't disrespect people.
Just do a better job.
Come on.
Yeah. First of all, why? But second of all, this would be sort of part of, the whole that we've discussed regarding Ray J, that there's a lot of talk and not a lot behind it because, as much as we criticize the Kardashians, he came for them in a way, he accused them of racketeering. I mean, made actual allegations against them without providing any evidence, although, maybe he'll have a day in court. I'm just saying, if all those claims are false, you could then understand, this is a person who is inventing things to serve his own narrative, of which this current story would also sort of add on. That said, it may all be true. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments?
Right. And remember whenever he was stuck in Florida and was trying to hitchhike across America to get home, and we're like, where's Brandy, his sister? He literally was, I don't know. I feel like that was a scary time. He has some mental health issues going on. So it could all be stemming from that.
Or it could be a combo platter. I mean, you just never know what's true or what's not, but that seems terrifying. Yeah. This current development.
Let's keep rolling on with another blind item here. You guys are crushing it today. Let's see how this one goes. Producers of the hit show are scrambling. They loved the conversation and the idea that the two leads could actually be a couple and liked having to not face casting criticism. But the foreign-born one ruined it all. They thought they hit delete quick enough, but they did not. Producers of the hit show are scrambling. They love the conversation and the idea that the two leads could actually be a couple and like not having to face casting criticism, but the foreign-born star ruined it all. They thought they hit delete quick enough, but they did not.
Hit delete.
So we're talking about a show with two hit stars. One of them is a foreign-born man.
Yep.
It's a TV show.
It is.
A streamer?
Yes.
Is it new?
Ish.
Okay. So it's not all right, new-ish.
Okay, with two popular stars. So she's an American?
No. Well.
Oh, is it she? I assumed it was just she.
Oh.
It's a male. So two male co-stars. He's American? No.
He is American.
He's American.
Pedro Pascal? No. He's from Chile. Show that's been on.
So
Now, when you hesitated on the streamer, was that like a Hulu thing?
no.
Oh.
Was it a heated rivalry
Yep.
thing? Oh, okay.
Oh, good job.
Okay, say it again. Fill this in.
According to the blind items, producers of the hit show Heated Rivalry are scrambling. They loved the conversation and the idea that the two leads could actually be a couple, and liked not having to face casting criticism. Unfortunately, the foreign-born one just ruined all of that. They thought they hit delete quick enough on a post, but they did not. Do you guys know who's in that show? The name of the two leads?
Yeah, I don't, but I think it's the one who plays the Russian guy went public with his girlfriend.
Yeah. Hudson Williams went Instagram official with his apparently longtime girlfriend. Like they'd been together for a while.
She's like, come on.
Yeah. And
She's like, hey, look, I've waited long enough.
And now everyone thinks that you're gay, and you're not. You're with me. I'd be like, I demand you to show who I am.
Caitlin Rose Larson is who she is, and he did post something on Valentine's Day. It's a post that is now been deleted, but apparently, according to the blind items, it's leaving the producers of Heated Rivalry scrambling a little bit because they love
like,
the idea that Hudson and Connor could actually be, would actually be a couple and are a couple, which is why we saw a lot of paparazzi strolls with the two of them, some very close-up dinner dates with the two of them. So,
can I just acknowledge something?
yeah, please.
This is a marked change from the world of television that I grew up in, because in, 20 years ago TV, it would have been the exact opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
The moment the show came out, he would have been like sucking her face so hard in public to make clear that he was heterosexual, despite what, the evidence on screen would say otherwise. So, I mean, that's progress.
Progress.
Right?
I love it.
Definitely.
So there you go. Quickly here before we wrap up today, let's talk about somebody who has not made any progress. He got arrested for partying on Bourbon Street and then decided, the best way to take a step back from being arrested is to go back on Bourbon Street and keep partying some more. And that is Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
You guys, okay, so a couple of things. First of all, I've been loving this, now I'm going to drink water. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to try to go to church on
And they won't let him
Ash
in,
Wednesday.
though.
Well, okay, but
That's kind of like, come on.
that's not true, because what actually happened, that's what the tabloids wanted you to think. He goes to church, they were closed.
Oh.
So it's not like they were like, sir, because I thought the same thing. It's like, you can't keep Shia if he's a child of God from the church.
Church ever close? And come on.
You think they were like, Shia's coming. Bar the
Change
door.
the hours
I
on
don't
the
know.
website.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, I just love this. He's like, I'm just going to look like I'm being real healthy now. I'm going for a run.
He did also eat his paperwork, though. His police booking paperwork, he had it in his hand and was eating it
Great
and
fiber.
put it in his mouth. And you're like,
I'm just saying that's where we are in the narrative. But also, then they have since come out with further proof that there were phone calls to the police about a domestic disturbance while he was still with Mia Goth. And apparently the police never ended up having to resolve the situation. But, the proof that the police were actually called when they were together indicates that,
she was yelling, just get out, just get out.
There's also some problematic things he yelled while he was getting arrested.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Shia LaBeouf.
Speaking of progress,
yeah.
not from Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Hey, but we encourage you to listen to us Monday through Friday on the radio. Download us wherever you get your podcast. Please leave us a review there too as well, and subscribe and tell all your friends about our YouTube channel. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the Item.